I am very envious if you're taking a trip down south, escaping this Arctic air. Let's take a look at your temperatures for your Thursday. Playa del Carmen, 29. We'll have a few clouds there, lots of sunshine. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, 31 in clear conditions. Make sure to pack the sunscreen if you're headed to Cancun or Los Cabos. We'll see 24 and 29 for Cancun with some sunshine. Maybe you're going to the Caribbean, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Gorgeous, 28 degrees, clear conditions for your Thursday. And Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, up to 29.
The Weather Network.
I'm meteorologist Jaclyn Whittal. Let's talk a little bit about a warm-up for the eastern parts of Canada. I know it's hard to believe, but in the short term, we're going to see temperatures above the 0-degree mark, but then we're back in the cold stuff in our long-range pattern. Not much hope in that way. I want to just show you this. This is called our cloud tops, which is a satellite image, and it shows the highest clouds in the atmosphere. This is a piece of energy that we've seen move in on the western coast of Canada. Brought some rainfall for the first time in 15 days to BC, but now it's pushing into the northern parts of the state, so Montana, into Washington state. And then we see this piece of energy cross over the Rocky Mountains, which spans kind of like this from Canada all the way down to the States. And then we get a developing area of low pressure. We actually have a name for them. They're called lee-side lows. So how does a lee-side low develop? Well, that energy crosses over the mountain range, and we have a new low that develops. So sometimes you'll see a lot of the moisture wrung out on the windward side or the west side of the mountains. And then in the lee of the mountains, we have a new developing low pressure system, and then they can travel to many different areas. If they form in Colorado, that's when we call it a Colorado-born low or a Colorado low. So it starts with specific moisture energy. It causes locally strong winds in those areas, and that'll be the next big system for Ontario. So I want to just show, look at this, GTA warm-up. Is it true? Yes, it is true indeed. We have this system that will move in overnight into Saturday. There's a warm front that extends from west to east like so. It'll start off as snowfall. We know that temperatures are going to be cold enough Friday night into Saturday morning, but as the day goes on through Saturday, we're going to draw up quite a bit of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and a southerly flow of air will warm us up. So that's good news. We will start to see that transition over to rainfall throughout the day. There's the cold front that'll sag all the way down into the Gulf states, and a big frontal boundary moves out to sea. High pressure replaces that. Let's show you a little more zoomed in look at this. So moisture moves in, winds are first, but again, it's going to start as snow. This is Saturday afternoon. We start to see that transition over to rain. So temperatures right on that line, really close to 0 degrees, that it could be mixed precipitation. We still have another day or two to watch the models, but let me show you how we correlate what temperature we expect. So this is a look at eastern Canada, and down towards the bottom of the screen, that's Ontario. That blue in southern Ontario is actually in Fahrenheit, about 42, 43 degrees Fahrenheit, and that would transition to about 2 or 3 degrees Celsius. So once again, down in Ontario, that's what we're looking at as far as temperatures. That's warm enough for precipitation to melt as it moves in the vertical down towards the surface. So everything starts as a snowflake aloft, and depending on what our temperatures do at the surface level will determine what kind of precipitation we get. So it's definitely strong enough, or warm enough, I should say, to melt it. There's a look at the mixing line, though. So you can see as it moves through Ontario, it'll start in blue, that's all snow, and then it'll transition to rain. It'll be a mild Saturday at about 2-3 degrees for most of the GTA.
Go to the Weather Network.
Well, lucky you if you're headed out on a vacation. Make sure you pack your sunscreen and your bathing suit. 31 degrees for Puerto Vallarta. Right along the western coast of Mexico, it's going to be gorgeous. 32 for Acapulco. Guatemala City, 27. And through Cancun, it'll be 29. Montego Bay, Jamaica, gorgeous, 28 with a few clouds. This is for your Thursday. If you're into Dominican Republic, 29 for Puerto Plata. San Juan, we're looking at 27. Mostly clear. We have a few clouds in the forecast. And Havana, Cuba, 31.
The Weather Network's